So hey guys, hello and welcome to EHS Academy, advancing EHS profession through awareness. So guys, in today's video we are going to basically review a certified fire inspector course from National Fire Protection Association. Okay, some of you may be knowing about this particular course. It's a basically internationally recognized course by NFPA and one of the demanding course. Okay, so we are going to discuss all these factors and as well as these also factors about this particular course. So if you are visiting to our channel first time, then kindly subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for the notification of every single video that I'll upload in the near future. So let's get started. So guys, first of all, about CFI 1 and 2. Basically CFI, Certified Fire Inspector, it is one of the prestigious qualification from NFPA. Okay, so in the previous videos I have told you about CFPS. Okay, so CFPS is also one of the recognized and this is also, but what is the difference in between of them we will see after some time. Okay, but those guys, those individuals who want to do work practically on the field apart from planning and design, okay, they don't want to design and plan, they don't have that much competency and all, but want to work in the field as an inspector. Okay, so for them this particular course is designed by NFPA. Okay, so basically this particular course, Certified Fire Inspector, is divided into two parts, level 1 and level 2. Okay, so the syllabus of both level 1 and level 2 is going to be almost same, but the practicum stage, which is called practical, it is going to be totally different. We will discuss it also. Okay, now target audience. Who are all the target audience? So see guys, as I told you previously, those individuals who want to work practically on the field apart from fireman or fire officer, apart from a techie guy, okay, apart from a technical knowledge guy who is going to the site, inspecting the fire protection systems, life safety features of a building, okay, inspecting detections and alarms, as well as inspection, testing, maintenance of fire protection systems. If you want to work like that on a field apart from a designing stage, then you are the target audience for that particular certification. Now if we see the difference between a certified fire inspector and certified fire protection specialist, so see guys, CFPS examination, basically it is more comprehensive than CFI. Okay, it is more comprehensive than CFI, but those individuals who just want to plan, who just want to be in the planning stage, okay, they want to design the systems, design the life safety features of a building, okay, just calculations and all, so they can pursue that CFPS examination. With regards to the information with regard to CFPS, I already covered in my channel, you can check out that. On the other hand, want to work in practical situations, want to work with practical field, you can go for that particular CFI. So that is the basic difference basically. But if you see the toughness in between of them, then CFPS is going to be more tough than the CFI. Okay, in terms of syllabus and the examination pattern, both are going to be same. Basically both are open book examination. It means you just have to refer some book, okay, during your examination and give the answers. But looks easy, no, but it is not that much easy. I'll tell you how. Okay, preparation stages. What are the stages that will be involved in the preparation stages? So basically these are the 4 stages that will be applicable during the preparation. First is your application, okay, after that your C, okay, E and P. CEP, that is very easy. Okay, if we come to the P, that is a very tough stage, that is practicum stage. Okay, so here in this video I am not covering practicum stage because it requires some more time, okay, but give you a short introduction about that. So see, for CFI 1 and CFI 2 there will be different requirements. Okay, for example, if I talk about CFI 1, so there will be 12 targets. Out of that 12 targets you need to complete 7 targets. Now what it will include? It will include an inspection report, taking a checklist into a building, check out all these features which are mentioned in the checklist. Okay, so it is too much comprehensive. We will discuss that in the upcoming webinars. Okay, how to carry out such things and what are the requirements that is given by NFPA. Fine. So preparation stages will include these 4 stages. Out of that, this is the must focus stage because it is one of the crucial part of passing the CFI examination. Okay, so whenever your application got approved by NFPA, when you will apply now that stage, so when it got approved, so after that next 12 months you need to submit your practicum phase particular copy. Okay, now one important thing is their pre-board accreditation. Now what is the meaning of pre-board accreditation? So see guys, pre-board, it is one of the independent organization again in US, okay, which is certifying the particular certification programs. So when they developed CFI 1, the response was very good. Actually there was one main standard that is called NFPA 1031, okay, National Fire Protection Association 1031. So basically that particular standard is telling us what are the professional qualifications for fire inspector within the US as well as the plan examiner. plan examiner. Now who are all the plan examiners? They are certified fire plan examiners, means those who are planning for the fire. Okay, how fire will develop, how will control them, so those planners. So this particular standard is identifying the needs as well as the eligibility criteria for these two things. So after taking some help from there to there, they have prepared two qualifications. First of all, they have prepared CFI 1. Okay, after preparing CFI 1, it is more demanded, as well as people have recognized him very nicely. So after that, they worked on CFI 2. So in the current market, they have certified fire inspector 1 and certified fire inspector 2. Okay, so what about pre-board accreditation? So fortunately, NFPA got its pre-board accreditation for 3 main qualifications. That is your CFI 1 and 2, and one more qualification is there, that is called CFPE, Certified Fire Plan Examiner. Okay, so CFPE we will cover in the next videos. Okay, so these 3 qualifications will have a pre-board accreditation. What it means is, whenever you got your certification, okay, whenever you got your certification, there will be one seal from Pro Board accreditation. In the corner of your certification, there will be one seal from your Pro Board accreditation, which will increase the value of your certification. Fine. Now, if we come to the eligibility of CFI 1 and CFI 2, so clearly they have mentioned that for CFI 1 that is a different eligibilities, for CFI 2 there is a different. For CFI 1 they have told that you have a high school diploma equivalency. Now we need to understand here, some guys take it in a very wrong way. NFPA, we know that it's a US based organization, it is operating in United States of America. So the certification will automatically belongs from NFPA, which is US based. Now when they set the eligibility criteria, that will be from US, eligible for US. Okay, when you apply from the outside the US, then you need to make do the equivalency of that, whether your qualification is equivalent to that or not. So as per eligibility, they have told that you have high school diploma, okay, or it's equivalent. Now some people will tell that we have done 12th, 10th, okay, we can apply for that. So it's not like that. You just first of all need to evaluate that. Okay, you can just contact to NFPA for evaluation purposes and all. After your particular qualification got evaluated, it is okay and all, NFPA will give you a confirmation mail. High school diploma for CFI 1. Now when we come to the CFI 2, then also high school diploma is required with active certification of CFI 1. Okay, you need an active certification of CFI 1. When we come to the fee structure, guys, it is around $350 US. You can calculate it whenever you are giving examination. Now it is 350. For recertification, it is around $150 US. Okay, so recertification, that is $150 US. Now applicable codes and standards. When we talk about CFI 1 and CFI 2, there will be some applicable codes and standards, okay, that you need to refer during the examination. So as per NFPA, they have given these sets of codes of standards. First is your NFPA 1, that is your National Fire Code, NFC. Second is your NFPA 13, that is your National Fire Protection Association Fire Sprinkler Code. As you know, that installation, commissioning and requirement of fire sprinklers. Now we need to understand one thing here is NFPA 13 is not a single code. Okay, that also includes NFPA 13D, 13E, 13R. So possibility and probability exist here. You need to refer that 3 also in under of the NFPA 13. When we come to the NFPA 25, so at the time it is your ITM of water-based fire protection systems, inspection, testing and maintenance of fire protection systems, water-based. NFPA 101, that is your life safety code, LSC. Okay, so NFPA 72 is your National Fire Alarm Code, Fire Alarm and Signaling Code. Okay, so these are the 5 books you can tell, or course and standard, that you need to have during examination. You need to have a particular books of all that. So if you are appearing for CFI, they will give you a discount also in that conditions. Okay, so you need to refer. Now there is a different type of strategy that you need to implement over there, because you cannot just simply read like that and learn all the things. Okay, there is a strategy, we will discuss that one day. Now under that course, there are basically 2 types of versions are available, 215 version and 218 versions. Now which type of versions you need to use, that will be tell about your certification partner, means you will be going to some institutes now for training and accreditations and all. So at the time they will tell you which type of standard you need to use, whether it's 2018 or 2015 based. Okay, so all these things they will tell you. Now you need to utilize these particular course during your examination. So guys, this is a full analysis of this topic. If you like this video, press the like button, as well as share with your friends, as well as subscribe to our channel. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. And if you have any doubts, just put in comment box. We will discuss about that particular topic in the upcoming days also through the webinars, because it requires a comprehensive time in order to discuss all the things. Okay, so we'll discuss all these things about upcoming days. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.